up? This is Sooner Magic Bros. It's Johnny
and Derek.
We got a good one for you guys. As Sooner fans, you can say you don't really care about this, but let's be real. When ain't nobody looking, you are gonna be giving a damn about what USC's doing versus what Oklahoma's doing next year. So we're gonna give our predictions on what we think OU's record could be. I know there's going to be a lot of moving parts between now, especially after spring football practices, but as it sits right now, the pieces that we know for sure in place, coaching staff that we know is going to be in place with both, what do we think? Truly. We got to try to not be biased about this, but I do got OU tattooed on my arm, so it's kind of tough for me to, I always try to be as fair as I can, so I'm going to today. So, Derek, I'll let you go first. Should we start with Oklahoma or USC first?
Okay, I'm gonna start with USC.
Okay.
USC.
And we want to hear in the comments what you think.
Absolutely.
You ain't got to agree with us.
What is USC's record going to be with the new
USC
coach?
fans
And OU's record with the new coaching staff.
We want USC fans and Oklahoma fans. Both put your prediction.
So mine is... I was kind of joking before, but I'm going to go... I got two predictions.
All right.
So the first one is they're going to win 2 games. is what it's going to be. Because, Caleb Williams, he's excellent. He's amazing. He's a new Superman.
Right.
But he can only do so much. He's not the whole football team.
Right.
So that'll be number 2. But my second prediction for USC is going to be a little more fair, I guess. I'm going to go with 6 wins. But I need to see how they play against mainly, I'm going to say Oregon State and Stanford. Stanford's going to be the second game, so we'll see how they do against Stanford. And then Stanford, then we got Fresno. And then Oregon State. The Beavers, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I love their new logo, by the way. I mean, I know it's a couple years old, but it looks way cooler than the old one.
It looks way cooler than USC's as well, too.
They got a nice beaver on their helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the beaver.
If they can beat them.
Riley's logo, the beaver.
They really should have. I'm surprised he didn't go there.
Fitting.
Yeah. And I didn't get my OU one. Okay, my OU one.
After USC.
We're definitely winning the Big 12 championship and making a. We're gonna see how good we look in the playoffs. That's my prediction.
Okay. Fair enough.
Win one playoff game is what I want, but we'll have to see, man.
So you think we're gonna have one loss type of season? Do you think?
I think Brent Venables' second season and 3rd and 4th and 5th. We're going to win a national championship. No. But maybe during them, I'm hoping for a natty, and I really, really feel like we're building towards that.
Right.
I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to keep building until we get there, pretty much.
Okay, so I guess I'll do the same. I'll go with USC first, and I'll try to be fair. They did go 4-8. Just last year, but this team is going to be quite a bit different than it was last year. Mostly, like what you said, they have Caleb Williams, and I thought he was a special player when he was here. I'm not going to backpedal and act like he's not all of a sudden just because he's not on our team. I still believe he can be a special player, and just some of the way he can take over a game. He was just a true freshman. We didn't even get to see the best of him, which is why a lot of Sooner fans, we're pretty upset. We're pretty pissed about losing Caleb Williams because of that. And so basically, listen, we don't even care. Like, we don't even care. It's just, they're all stupid anyway, man. The USC's stupid. But anyway, so, okay, Rice, obviously. I mean,
I'll give that to them.
Surely they're going to win that game. If you was to lose to Rice, that'd be almost as big of a catastrophe as, like, maybe being in a dogfight against Kansas or like Tulane or something. So surely there's no way, they're going to do that. Okay. And then And then, or like maybe you're in a dogfight with Army at home. That would be a catastrophe. So I'll give them the Rice game. Maybe they win a close. They better not win that game close. They might. Okay, Stanford, man, on the road. Oh, dude. Maybe they get it done. I don't know. Fresno State. Maybe they get it done with that one. And
this is game 2 also.
The second game, Oregon State. Like you say, they got the logo. Maybe Tebow should be wearing, but it's cool. They might lose that game. I don't know. I think that one's on the road. And then Arizona State, Washington State. What I think is there's a pretty good chance if everything goes well, and maybe they're able to win games like how we won it in 2018, where Kyler Murray was a deal where we won because we have Kyler Murray and you don't. That could happen with them with Caleb. You know what I mean? So maybe, and I'm trying to be totally like unbiased about what I'm saying here. Maybe they have one loss at that point in the season. Maybe they have 2. They may have more. But that's just, I could see them maybe having 1 or 2 losses, and people are like, see, Lincoln Riley. Maybe they're starting to get excited. But as Lee Corso says, not so fast.
Yeah.
Once they start getting to the back half, the second half of their schedule, the part where they have Utah, they have Cal who beat them last year, they have Colorado, they have Chip Kelly, with UCLA, Notre Dame.
Tough.
That's where it's really I could see it
falling
apart, maybe, and maybe it doesn't, but I think it would be fair to say 8 wins, just guessing off right now. But I could also see it going the other way, and maybe they only win 6 games or something. But I would say, man, I would put the over/under at like 8 games, maybe 7 games, somewhere in there. And considering they went 4-8 last year, that would be an improvement.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm going to go.
But I think that's what we're saying. There will be some improvement.
There should be.
It's not going to be
Caleb
like,
Williams alone.
Bam, national championship.
No.
Right there.
Hell no, dude.
No. We're not even getting that.
I mean, I think there's a chance. I think he'll win the same amount of playoff games at USC that he won at Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Say.
Okay, so when it comes to Oklahoma, now we're talking about the big swinging cocks, the real McCoys, the dudes who want to work
real
hard.
mammoths, the
Right.
real Dumbos,
You damn
fully
right.
grown.
You damn right. So let's talk about the real McCoys, okay? Oklahoma, we're going to win the Big 12 championship. I think, and I know here's something, a lot of people that are not Sooner fans, a lot of people are out there kind of painting this narrative like, man, Oklahoma's rebuilding. Like we may take this step back from, I guess, the 2021 season. I think we're going to be a better team than we were in 2021. And the reason why I say that isn't just because I think that this team could win a national title. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I don't think it's going to be that difficult to be better than that 2021 team.
Yeah.
Because we were in a dogfight with Kansas. We were in a dogfight with Tulane. We were in a dogfight with West Virginia and Nebraska. For a while, it was getting like almost every game was a one-score game. Mm-hmm. And the TCU game was close till the fourth quarter. That was one of the ones we were at. We went to most of the home games. And the Texas game was a close game. Oklahoma State was a close game, but we lost. Right. So, I mean, with the exception of the high school team, what was that little bitty school that we had played second game or whatever?
I think it was the fucking Mud Dogs.
Yes, that's it. It was Capitol Hill High School.
Yeah,
Dad will be
proud.
like
that. Yeah.
But anyway, if you just look at Division I teams only, we were in a dogfight with damn near all of them, except for the Texas Tech game was a good one that we beat them pretty well.
That one,
and then
was one of our better games.
Yeah, that was one of our better games that we had played. And then and then the Oregon game, which by the way, that was one of the best Caleb Williams games I had seen. Mm-hmm. But so yeah, I think Oklahoma, maybe, I hope we don't have a 2-loss season, but I think there's a very good chance we're going to be better than last year, and maybe we have one loss and go to the win the Big 12 title. Baylor, they ain't no bitches though, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And even Oklahoma State, I know they had a lot of super seniors on that team. They had a good defense last year. I don't think Oklahoma State will quite be that team that we seen last year. And another good thing, we get Oklahoma State and Baylor at home, so that's going to help tremendously.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
Wow.
we get both of them at home. So just the fact that we get them to at home, and this team, Dylan Gabriel, we may get the same production out of him as we did with Caleb. It may be better. Who knows? It may be about the same. But we're going to be so much better in all the other areas. And I just don't think that this year will be a dogfight with Kansas. I think it'll be maybe a one-loss team, is what I'm thinking, as it sets right now.
Well, I'll take that. Yeah, one loss.
And then I'm gonna go with 7 to 8 wins for USC.
You think we got a chance to make it to the playoffs?
Yeah, I think there's a chance. I mean, we had a chance this past season, and I think
Yeah,
this team's
that
gonna
is
be
true.
better.
Okay, do you think we're going to the playoffs? I guess is a better question.
I'm a Sooner fan with OU
I'm
tattooed
a
on my arm,
yes.
so you goddamn right I
Yes.
think we're going to the
I
fucking
think I'm a
playoffs.
Yes,
And maybe this is the year that we finally go in there.
and win a couple of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, that'd be great.
But I know one thing. The pussification that we had in this team ain't going to be there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is, you're going to see a tough team. You're not going to.
Schmitty.
Right. Kansas ain't going to come into the game thinking they can push us around like they did this year. Nebraska thinking they can push us around. That's not going to happen no more. That shit's done.
And
So
that reminds me, it's it. I like the way you compared everything. You shouldn't compare really anything with anything else than your past, and I like that. Like, we're not comparing OU against any other team. We're comparing what OU is going to be to what they was last year.
yeah, and same way with USC,
Mm-hmm.
what they were last year.
It's a good way to.
There's a good
look at
chance that
things.
they both be better than they were last year. But
All right,
put
is
in
that
the
it?
comments what you think. Let
Yeah.
us know that we're
Your
dumbasses.
prediction.
Our predictions suck, and your predictions are better because you're a wizard and you can actually
And
for
you
real
know
tell
what
us what's going to
beers
happen.
taste better.
Right, and if you do know what beers taste better, make sure to put that in the comments
Yes,
too.
'cause I
He'll
wanna
try
know.
it out and he'll
I'll
let you
try it
know if
out.
you're a dumbass.
And hey, we got a little cameo here. No.
Yeah.
Oh, guess whose
Former
Hey,
Sooner,
hey.
baby.
You
Yeah,
guess
yeah, we
whose
got
finger
we
that
got
is?
the third brother here, so
You guess whose finger that is? You get a pinned comment. There you go.
yeah. You were in the video. Are you gonna step in and say what's up, dude? We're doing a prediction. You're
Oh,
too
what's
high.
prediction about? What's prediction
Okay,
about?
the
All right, the
prediction
prediction is-
that you want.
I'll tell him. So, what you're going to have to predict? What do you think USC's record's going to be next year? And what do you think Oklahoma's record's going to be next year?
I think USC is going to be, a 500 team next year. They're
So
going to
you're
be.
going with 6-6.
Yeah. I think if they're lucky, they'll go 6-6. Unless Caleb really. He's a player who can win any game, so it
Absolutely.
depends.
Yeah, when we felt that way
And
a
OU,
few weeks ago.
Mhm.
it's a whole new staff, but it's going to be
a
all right.
damn
It's
good
OU.
staff. It's a staff that I think is finally going to get the
How many-
most
How many wins or how far?
We're going to the playoffs. National championship this year.
out. All right.
Yeah.
So what would you say? One loss for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
A 12-1 regular season.
Maybe two,
Maybe-
just
maybe
because
13-1.
we ain't had these coaches yet. But
Right.
Year or
And that's
two.
what I'm saying too. It could be a 1 or 2 loss team, but I don't
Yeah, it could be a rough season.
it could be.
see. I mean,
I
Brent
really
Venables
don't
Brent
see how it
Venables
could be
never
worse.
had a losing
I don't
season.
see how it can be worse than last year when you're
I
in a
know,
dogfight
it's-
with Kansas and Tulane.
It's
And
hard to imagine.
You got
Back,
fucking
like-
Tulane who thinks they can push our offensive line around and our defensive line. I just don't see that happening this year. I just don't.
Mainly because of Schmitty. For me,
I see
on
us
that
holding
part.
a Tulane to about 7 points.
He's
this year.
gonna get these-
That's what I
Exactly,
see.
which is how it should be.
So
Should have been that
It
last
should
year.
have been that way last year. Same way with Kansas.
All right,
And-
we're gonna end up going for more hours.
Right.
But-
How many minutes has it been,
Well,
producer?
yeah,
14-41.
Oh, we're okay. We're all right.
14.
All right,
No,
shit.
that's not right. Okay, yeah, wait. I think it re-rolled
We
over.
need to do 45 more seconds So what we're gonna do is Lincoln Riley, you suck, you suck, you suck.
Yeah.
Former Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.